Okay, you see this diagram. So how many chromosomes are presented? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, right, means 2 pairs. So here the chromosome separation is takes place. Chromosome number reducing means what? Chromosome reduction means what? Chromosome separation, and there is 2 cell formation is takes place, and one pair reaches to the one cell and another pair reaches to the another cell, and whatever the centromere also disappear. Here what happens? So both chromosomes are going to be divided. Both chromosomes pairs are going to be divided. So in meiosis 1 only actual meiosis, right? Meiosis 2 what? Meiosis 2 is similar to the mitosis. What happens? Number of cells are increases here. So meiosis 2 anaphase. So in this chromosomes pulls towards the poles, and from this cell two cells formation, from this cell two cell formation is takes place, and each chromosome reaches to the each cell or each gamete. See, one first chromosome this cell, second chromosome reaches to this cell, third chromosome reaches to this cell, and fourth chromosome reaches to this cell. You got it or not? So the explanation given in NCERT, complete explanation is not there. Right, recall you that you have studied the behavior of chromosomes during mitosis, equational division, and during meiosis, reduction division. The important things to remember that chromosomes as well as genes occurs in pairs only. That is the most important. Both chromosomes and genes are occurs in pairs only. That two alleles of gene pair are located on homologous sites on homologous chromosomes. The two alleles of gene pair are located on homologous sites on homologous chromosomes only. So genes are located, alleles of genes are located where? On the chromosomes only. Clear? This is first diagram. Understood or not? Gap 1 phase, gap 2, and actually this is S phase. In the S phase, chromosome number doubled, and after that what happens? DNA replication, chromosome number doubled. In meiosis, the reduction of the chromosome. Reduction of chromosomes means what? Pairs, chromosomes occurs in pairs, it is going to be separate, and anaphase, it is pushes to the equatorial plate. It is pushes towards the pole from the equatorial plate, and here what happens in meiosis 2 means actually this is mitosis, and meiosis 2 anaphase, and obviously there is a formation of 4 different types of the gametes, and each chromosome reaches to the each gamete. Up to this clear? Right. Another phenomena given in NCERT, another diagram also there is here. During anaphase of meiosis 1, the two chromosome pairs can align at the metaphase plate independently of each other, right? So in the metaphase, so what happens? Chromosomes are aligned to the equatorial plate. To understand this, compare the chromosomes of 4 different color in the left and the right columns. So there is two possibilities given, possibility 1, possibility 2, for the understanding this phenomena. So by this diagram you can easily understood, right? In the left column possibility, orange and green is segregating together. So orange and green is segregating together in the left possibility 1, and in the right there is, but in the right hand column possibility 2, there is orange chromosome segregating with red chromosomes. So orange and red given here, and here there is in the left column orange and green given, and the right hand column orange chromosomes with a red given. Up to this clear? Right. So this is possibility 1 and possibility 2. One long orange and short green chromosome. So this is long orange and short green chromosome, and long yellow and short red chromosome, yellow and red. So orange and green and yellow and red. Here there is one long orange and short red chromosome, long orange and short red, and long yellow and short green chromosomes. There is two possibilities, only color variance. Just you should remember, don't get confused, only color variance here, but both are same, means only color variance for your understanding, color variance given, right? So same pole, meiosis 1 anaphase, meiosis 1 anaphase. In the anaphase what happens? In the anaphase the chromosomes, the chromatids are pushes towards the poles, right? So here from one cell there is two cells formation is takes place. Here also two cell formation, and this pair reaches to this cell, this pair reaches to this cell, and this reaches to here, and this one reaches to here, and centromere disappear, and it is ready to go with separately, independently. So here see, from one cell two cell formation, from one cell two cell formation, here also one cell two cell formation, here also one cell two cell formation. So each chromosome in the actually here occurs in pairs. So each chromosome independently allotted to the single cells. So this one here, this one here, this one here, this one here, right? And this one here, this one here, this one here, this one here. So are you remember the spermatogenesis process? So one primary spermatocytes, how many sperms are formed? 4 sperm formation is takes place. Here also same, right? So whenever it is occurs in the pairs, the chromosomes are occurs in pairs and separate and reaches to the independently to the all the cells, right? So there is 4 daughter cells formation is takes place, 4 daughter cells formation is takes place, and chromosomes also haploid condition here. You understood or not? There is no diploid stage here. So now whenever at the time of fertilization, from the mother one chromosome, from the father one chromosome, means from the mother there is one single, means n gamete, and this is n gamete, and 2n zygote formation is takes place. Understood or not? So whatever the explanation, that is only given in notes, just go through the lines, right? Okay, during anaphase of meiosis 1, the 2 chromosome pairs can align at the metaphase plate independently of each other. For understanding this, compare the chromosomes of 4 different color in the left and right columns. In the left column, orange and green is segregating together, but in the right column, orange chromosome is segregating with the red chromosomes. So this is nothing but independent assortment of chromosomes, right? Independent assortment of chromosomes. Chromosomes are independently assorting to the any of the cells, right? So each and every chromosome reaches to the cells independently. After this clear? So this is chromosomal theory of inheritance. In NCERT clear explanation not given, so write the notes whatever I had provided, that notes write it separately, right? Okay, and next topic we are going to discuss about recombination and linkage. Thank you very much. Bye bye.